What up, YouTube? Back at it again. Good morning. Happy Monday. We are looking at some more warning. This song's called AMOUR in French. It means love. We got some sort of matrix code in the background with some interesting characters. Numerics. Is that Japanese too? Interesting. Do me a favor, if you're new here, if you're not new here, run over to the warnings page. Please go like and subscribe. If you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. Also, drop some merch. Check that out as well. And go to Patreon. Best way to get me if you want to request anything. So I haven't heard this song. I did notice there. I was sent to check it out. I did notice there was a live version at Teatro. I want to hear it first before I dive into a live. I'll get to the live. Don't worry. There's a couple versions actually, but I'm just gonna, for the purposes of this, just listen to what the song's about. So I'm gonna hit record. You guys can watch it with me if you want. If you don't, that's fine. You've probably heard it before. Let's dive in. Before we get into the chorus here, so this is kind of shining a light on I guess the expectations and in expectations, if that's even a word, of love, essentially just sort of exposing all of these internal questions that relationships have. It sounds like somewhat of a deep relationship, just with the repetitiveness of lines like bleed for you, plead for me, bleed for me, would you die for me? I mean, those are very strong statements. And then so yeah, it's a lot of just sort of the random questions that go along with push and pull on a relationship. However, in a lot of this stuff, I use the word cryptic just because I'm looking at binary code right now, but there's hidden messages, and a lot of times it sounds like they're speaking on a relationship, when sometimes they may not be. They could be speaking on a relationship with the society, social media, electronics, etc. They have a lot of songs in that vein. This does sound like it is an actual relationship, because these are actual. When you use the word feelings, a lot of those things don't have tangible feelings. People have feelings. So you need something that's alive to have a feeling, right? So in my mind, this is kind of a relationship driven song, but we'll keep it going. And the song's called Love. So I am listening, by the way, to instrumentals. Love and Ale on this, by the way. This is and the slower progressions that sort of Danny's got carrying the song. Love the guitars on this. Pow doing her thing as always, but I did like it. It started off with a really strong bass line, and that's kind of carried through. So that's very prevalent in this already.
Better
Yeah, it's about testing the boundaries of how deep this love goes. Would you bleed for me? Plead for me? Would you die for me? And it's basically a lot of these questions, and the song is essentially it's seeking answers, because what Danny's doing vocally here is a lot of her, like, when you ask a question, it's the end of it is like on an up note. It's on a, like a your speak your sort of notation kind of goes up as far as tonality, right? That's what she's doing here lyrically. It's a lot of her do. A lot of her, a lot of just her basic, the lyrical tonality is in sort of question form, whether or not she's actually asking actual questions from a phrasing standpoint. That's kind of what she's doing verbally. It's interesting. So it's almost like kind of like an unanswered love song, with with very very serious questions. I don't know French well. I'll love you forever, something like that. Je te déteste, amour de ma vie. Je ne m'aime pas, je t'adore. Bleed for me, bleed for me. Did she say I'll hate you, my love? Something like that? Was there a hate thing? Is that back to our push pull on love and hate? Is that kind of just our, you know, sort of our opposites, kind of, as far as extremes with what we're talking about here in love? And this, she's saying, plead for me, bleed for me. She's saying that to somebody, but she's saying it so many times. It's a plead in and of itself from her, right? So she's pleading for this person to plead back, like, and reciprocate the feelings that she has, right? I don't know if there's anything hidden here as far as Easter eggs. I'd have to go back and look it up. As far as those numbers that were flashing, there's like a 3-digit number after a decimal point that was changing, but it was repetitive, I noticed. Also, the binary numbers were changing, but also repetitive as well. I'm not going to look up what the meaning of those are at the moment, but if y'all let me know down below if there was meaning in the code itself, because sometimes there is. Um, cool. I like that a lot. That was great. I'm gonna run back and listen to it without pausing it and ruining it for myself. But and ruining it for you guys. I'm just kidding. Um, no, I was just trying to get a feel for the lyrics before the next one I watch will likely be the live, so I can see it performed. That's I kind of like that approach with first time hearing songs, just so I can get a feel for it. Because some of the times teatro is a little different. I mean, but some live shows in general, you get different distorted noises and you can't hear everything that's said. Obviously, that was very crystal clear as far as everything she was saying. Outside of the fact that I don't know a ton of French. But no, that was cool. Love that. Do me a favor, go support the warning. Go like and subscribe if you like what I do. Please like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. We'll catch you on the next.